I'm losing my mind. This is so fucked. This is, oh my God. Okay. Hold the drama. That was aggressive, I'm sorry. I just got excited.
But I also would kids on my street.
Imagine building a big career online, only for people to remember you for all the wrong reasons. That's exactly what happened to Shane Dawson. Instead of being known just for his success, he's often remembered for doing blackface, making racist and homophobic jokes. That's not all, he also unleashed his disturbing PDF side towards young girls.
Good job, Lucy! But next time, shake it more.
Over time, more and more of his past videos came under criticism, and it doesn't stop there. His content often included inappropriate humor, like filming strange, overly explicit videos with his own mother.
Anastasia's reaction to Christians erect. Holy cow.
First of all, did you just say peanuts?
I did?
This is not just a plain rumor on a Reddit thread, but the genuine history of Shane Dawson. So how did things get this far? And why did he continue making this kind of content for so long?
I don't think they need a check. No, you guys don't. You guys are cool on checks? Let's go. Wanna go?
Let's take a closer look at the life of Shane Dawson and understand how his online journey turned into one of the most controversial stories on the internet. Starting this video with the moment Shane Dawson became the center of criticism because of his unhinged behavior. It happened around the early 2000s when Shane pretended in front of Willow Smith's poster, who was 11 at the time. The clip was, however, surfaced around June 2020 and became the reason that he received brutal hate from both the public and Smith's family. Willow Smith is the daughter of the famous American actor and rapper Will Smith, and the Smith family didn't spare Shane. They responded on Twitter, especially Jaden Smith, the brother, tweeted Shane, my sister, and called the video disgusting. Shane Dawson, I am disgusted by you. You an 11-year-old girl who happens to be my sister is the furthest thing from funny and not okay in the slightest bit. He also tweeted, I am screaming at the top of my lungs. Jaden mentioned how Shane Dawson used to do blackface back in the day. This man was also doing blackface on the regular. As the youth, we need to support creators who support us and our morals. This is not okay. But it wasn't just the brother. Willow's mother, Jada Pinkett Smith, also pointed out Shane's behavior, saying that she was done with the excuses. To Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses. Looking at all the hate and shame, Shane made a 20-minute apology video. Thought everything would be alright by then. The video was titled Taking Accountability and posted on June 27th of 2020 on his YouTube channel under Shane. The video has gathered 22 million views to this day, and the comments have remained turned off.
Hi. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I have done a lot of things in my past that I hate, that I wish I could make go away, that I try to make go away by deleting videos or untagging my Instagram things or literally doing whatever I can to pretend like those things didn't happen.
In the video, Shane appeared to be guilty about everything that went down in the controversial video. He claimed that he was 31 years old and he shouldn't be doing stupid things, and then apologized for them later. It was clearly not something a grown man should be doing.
Because yes, I apologize for a lot of them, but I'm 31, almost 32. Those apologies suck. I don't know who that person is anymore. Every apology video I've ever made has been from fear. It's me sitting at home thinking the whole world hates me.
Shane also discussed his past mistakes, where he openly admitted to being a racist. He targeted Mexicans, Asians, African Americans, and other racial groups. Then he talked about doing blackface in the past, claiming that he was truly sorry for it as well. But was that apology actually real? Did Shane Dawson truly want to change? Maybe not, because as we go deeper into the story, things only get more intense. Before the previous drama even settled, Shane found himself in another major controversy. This time, it was a beauty influencer, Tati Westbrook, who came up with accusations against Shane. Tati is a popular American YouTuber and makeup artist. She has around 2 million followers on Instagram and 7.9 million subscribers on YouTube. Tati claimed that Shane had influenced her to go after James Charles to damage his reputation and hurt his business. To understand this, we need to go back a bit. The whole thing started with Tati and James, who were really close, and James saw Tati as his mother and a mentor. However, their relationship suddenly fell apart when James ended up promoting a vitamin brand named Sleep Vitamins on his Instagram story, which was the main competitor of Tati's own vitamin brand.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Sugar Bear Hair. So I've been taking these 30 minutes before bed and they've been really helping. So if you guys want to check them out, you can swipe up.
Following this, Tati shared an Instagram story and voiced her thoughts about James and how he had betrayed her. She didn't directly name James at first, but it was clear who she was talking about. She said that sometimes you do so much for people and they don't give the same respect back.
When you do so much for people in your life and they not only don't return the favor, but they just don't even see you. Like, I again.
As a response, James shared his Instagram story and directly apologized to Tati for disappointing her. He called her a mother-like figure who helped him navigate through the industry in his earliest days. James also claimed that he didn't think of any competition while promoting sleep vitamins, and he always supported Tati's brand as he was its regular user.
Mom, I need you to know that you were the most important person in my life, and that you are an amazing mother. And I don't know what I would do without you. And I'm so grateful for everything that you've done for me and the lessons that you have taught me.
However, things had already been messed up big. His apology didn't do much in his favor. Instead, it triggered an even bigger response from Tati. She came up with a 43-minute-long YouTube video titled Bye Sister, and it completely shook the internet.
You know, James Charles, he had 9 days after Coachella to talk to me. He knows where I live. It's not far from him. He could have come face to face and chatted with me because he knew that this would hurt me. We've had plenty of in-person conversations that were at length about other influencers.
At first, Tati said she didn't even want to make the video, but felt like she had no choice. She started by talking about how hurt she was that James promoted a competing vitamin brand, even though she had always supported him.
Another thing I have an issue with is James Charles never even apologized to my James. If this was just about Halo, then, you know that this is our business. Apologize to him too, but that's not what this is about. Oh, this is just like really hard to do. Oh my God. Okay, I absolutely loved James Charles. My husband loved James Charles. He had an open door here in my home anytime he had a problem, anytime he needed life advice, business advice. You know, we were here for him. I've promoted him. I have supported him.
But then, the video took a serious turn. According to her, James was allegedly intimately involved with more than one young boy, and they all had come forward with evidence. Tati claimed that James used his influence and fame to get close to people, and sometimes tried to persuade straight men into relationships.
Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions.
The worst part about all of that, as Tati claimed, was that James used to openly discuss around Tati's family and friends.
Him talking explicitly about and things that he would like to do, and I was just like, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, I am used to this around, everyone else, but not his parents. Like, I thought around his parents that he would not behave this way. Like, it was just like, no big deal.
This video had a massive impact. James' reputation took a huge hit almost overnight. His name was smeared to the point that he started losing a huge number of followers and subscribers on his social media accounts, including YouTube. Apart from getting criticized by the general public, James was also humiliated by another major makeup artist, Jeffree Star. Jeffree even claimed that James was banned from his home, which he shared with his partner Nathan Schwant at the time. There is a reason that Nathan banned James Charles from ever coming over to our home again. There's a reason why I haven't seen him since Glam Life Guru's birthday in February. He is a danger to society. Everything Tati said is 100% true. Within days, James had lost around 700,000 subscribers. The internet had completely turned against him. But the story didn't end there. James, on the other hand, also posted a response video titled No More Lies. It was a 41-minute long video in which he denied every claim made by Tati. This video also helped him recover some of his followers and their support.
This video, and I feel as though it is my responsibility to kind of let you guys in on those, because there's a lot of misinformation going around and it's just not really good. Just like Tati said in her video, this whole situation is a lot bigger than just vitamins. And I think anybody who's kind of followed the situation is well aware of that at this point. Trust me, I am too. There are way bigger issues here that I will be discussing.
Soon after, Tati released another video, which she apologized to James and blamed Shane for everything. It was another 40-minute long video titled Breaking My Silence. In the video, Tati claimed that she had already apologized to James for the Bye Sister video, and they had sorted things out.
I expressed my opinions about James Charles's behavior. I expressed how much a specific decision he made that I perceived as betrayal hurt me. I was very worried and heartbroken, but I did not lie in that video. I never called James Charles a predator, and I never said that James Charles was a danger to society. My video was not made with any malice. I did not publicly air any of the horrific accusations that were being made behind the scenes.
But the most shocking part was this. She blamed Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star for everything. According to Tati, she had been given false information by both Shane and Jeffree. She said they pushed her to make the Bye Sister video, and made her believe things about James that weren't true. Because of that, she ended her friendship with James based on lies.
I did not make my video because of vitamins. I made it as a result of all of the poisonous lies that were fed to me by Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. James Charles's Sugar Bear Hair sponsorship and all of the drama that had kicked up afterwards, that was just my breaking point.
Tati also shared something really concerning. She said she texted Shane because she was worried James might himself. James was staying in a hotel at the time and she was scared for his safety. But Shane's response shocked her.
I texted Shane sharing my concerns for James Charles, that he was out of the country on the high floor of a hotel and I was afraid for him himself. Shane texted me back and said that I should not be nervous about the 50th floor, that James Charles was a narcissist and that he would never do that.
Tati believed Jeffree and Shane were jealous of James's fame and growing the audience. They had to do something to pull him down and degrade his reputation. For this reason, they pushed Tati to make that video, and even shared some of the evidence from James's victims.
I can tell you this. It's now my opinion that Jeffree and Shane were both bitterly jealous of James Charles's success. Jeffree resented that so much of his business was centered around his biggest rival, and Shane did not like that James Charles wanted to make a documentary. Neither of them were happy with standing in his shadow on YouTube anymore.
When all of this came out, Shane didn't stay quiet. He went live on Instagram and gave a very emotional reaction. He looked overwhelmed and upset, saying he couldn't believe what he was hearing. At one point, he even accused Tati of faking crying and called her video nonsense.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Keep pressing play. I need to get through this video so I can... Oh my god.
As a victim of myself...
Oh my god. You're fake crying. You are fake crying. You are fake crying. That is not real. Oh.
But this reaction didn't help him at all. In fact, it made things worse. At the same time, Shane was already dealing with backlash from other controversies, including criticism related to comments about Willow Smith. Shane had posted the Taking Accountability video to save his image, but something worse happened. Shane started losing monetization on a bunch of his YouTube videos, which caused him a significant loss in his income. His makeup products were also pulled from stores like Morphe, which hurt both his income and reputation. Before all this drama, Shane had worked closely with Jeffree Star on documentary-style series like The Secret Life of Jeffree Star and The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star. These videos helped boost Jeffree's brand and made both of them even more popular. This situation actually brought Shane and Jeffree Star closer. Jeffree publicly supported him and his brand, Killer Star, even restocked Shane's merchandise to show that support. But even that wasn't enough to stop what was coming next. Things were only getting worse. Soon after, Shane's books were removed from Target, all because of his bad reputation. And this wasn't just the result of Tati and Willow's situations. Shane had already made a lot of blunders. The truth is, Shane had been making controversial and offensive content for years, and now it was all catching up to him. To really understand why Shane Dawson is the way he is, we need to look at his past. Shane Dawson, originally known as Shane Lee Yaw, was born on July 19th, 1988, which makes him 37 years old as of today. He isn't just a YouTuber, but a writer, producer, and actor. He appeared in more than one movie, including Smiley, Not Cool, and Smosh, the movie and internet famous. All of these movies were produced between 2012 and 2016. He got his earliest recognition in 2009 when he earned the title of Mr. YouTube, and then won a Teen Choice Award in 2010. And in the same year, he also won a Streamy Award for being the best vlogger.
And the Streamy goes to Shane Dawson. Yeah!
In his earliest years, Shane was famous for his multiple on-screen characters, which were played by himself. One of them was Shanae, which was the most popular character back in the day. Others include Ned the Nerd, S. Deasy, Paris Hilton, Shane's mom, the opposite of his real mother, and Aunt Hilda. Shane currently has 3 YouTube channels named Shane Dawson TV, which he uses for sketches, Shane 2 for his conspiracy theories, and Shane, which is his main channel. Shane was raised in California and graduated from Lakewood High School in 2006, but his early life wasn't easy. As a teenager, he struggled with obesity and had a difficult home life. His father was an alcoholic and eventually left the family. It could be said that most of Shane's unethical and insane habits were derived from his father's background. Shane repeatedly said that his father, Kyle Yaw, was an alcoholic who used to beat him and his brothers, Jared and Jacob Yaw, and then he eventually left Shane and his family behind for another woman, a Spanish one. However, it wasn't just any woman, she was allegedly the Spanish language teacher of Shane, and also the best friend of Shane's mother. This deeply affected Shane and damaged his relationship with his father, but even with all this, it doesn't excuse the behavior Shane later showed online.
It was pretty rough, and when I was about 9, my mom and dad split up and my dad moved out, and from that point on, it was pretty much just me and my brothers and my mom. So I never really did have like a father figure in my life, and that divorce was really hard.
Shane once even made a video called My Relationship with My Dad, where he talked about reconnecting with him after many years. Although that video has now been deleted, he also made others like Confronting My Mom and Confronting My Dad, where he opened up about his family and past. After their father left, Shane and his family fell into poverty and the entire family struggled financially. Shane's father never paid them any child support, which meant they had to depend on food assistance programs and cheap food to survive. It was during those days that his family had a hard time paying bills, and due to this, Shane faced a lot of bullying during his school days. He often felt lonely and isolated, and he had a hard time making friends. In fact, he once said that he usually only had one close friend each year. Most of the time, he would spend his days with his grandmother instead. His own brothers, Jared and Jacob, fell into the wrong company as well. According to Shane, both struggle with drug addiction, and because of Jacob's continued use of drugs, Shane's family distanced itself from him, leaving him alone. But Jared was able to fight his addiction, and also grew close to Shane. He also appeared in Shane's podcasts, conspiracy documentaries, and other videos. Shane claimed that Jared had started his own clothing brand and also ran a YouTube channel. Shane had claimed in a video that he used food as a coping mechanism because of his childhood trauma. He would munch on cheap food like canned beans, processed cheese, and peanut butter. Because of this unhealthy diet, Shane weighed between 300 and 400 pounds. Because of his weight, he also went through many embarrassing situations. One of them was when he wasn't allowed to hop on a roller coaster because it couldn't bear his weight. Another moment was when he had to sew together 2 gowns for his graduation ceremony, because one gown wasn't enough for him. After graduating, he decided to change his life. He started eating healthier and began running regularly. This routine helped him cut down on weight, and he lost 150 to 200 pounds in 6 months. And when he lost weight, he was also able to land a job at Jenny Craig as a receptionist. Jenny Craig is a well-known weight loss company, offering easy diet plans for weight management, and this was the same company where Shane's family members, including his brother and mother, Teresa Yaw, also worked. Shane didn't know that he would easily ace his job. Over time, he performed well and was promoted to a manager position.
Hey. Okay, so I'm at work right now. Hard at work, helping people lose weight. It's what I do. And we just got something in.
It was at this time that Shane thought about doing something out of the box. He came to know about YouTube, which was known to a very few people at the time. He created his first channel in 2005 and started uploading skits he had made during high school, and it started to gain traction and views. At first, his content was simple, and at the same time painfully uncomfortable, mostly comedy, sketches, and random ideas. Later, he slowly changed his style. By around 2015, he began focusing on conspiracy-style documentaries, which eventually became one of his most popular types of content. As his videos started getting attention, Shane decided to create a second channel called Shane Dawson TV. Here he posted vlogs about his daily life and experiences. Within just a few days, he started gaining subscribers and views, which motivated him to keep going. By 2009, his channel had grown massively. It became one of the most subscribed channels on YouTube at the time, and many of his videos were getting millions of views. But with fame came criticism. Shane wanted to grow fast, and this pushed him toward making more shocking and controversial content. While some people enjoyed it, others strongly criticized him. He also said the N-word in his accent video. People think that this okay because he is Shane Dawson. It's not okay, it's disgusting. One of his earliest controversies occurred at his workplace, Jenny Craig. He shot a video in which he badly mocked his own company in many ways. In one video, he asked his co-workers to read inappropriate passages from a book written by the company's spokesperson, Valerie Bertinelli, and those specific passages were focused on and drugs among young people. He didn't stop there. In other videos, Shane did something even more insane. He jokingly claimed in his videos that Jenny Craig's clients had put on weight again after taking the company's diet plan.
Okay, so I'm in my office right now. Take a look. Here's my little star board. All these people gain their weight back. Shh, don't tell anybody.
And some of his workplace videos went viral and gained thousands of views. But this didn't turn out well for Shane himself. One video reached the higher management of the company, and of course, they didn't approve it. Because of how unprofessional the content was, Shane was fired from Jenny Craig. Not just him, his mother and brother, alongside other co-workers, lost their jobs too. Shane later appeared in an interview in which he shared the whole story. He claimed that he, alongside his mother, brother, and other co-workers, was fired from his job because of that video. In frustration, he even said that he was angry at Jenny Craig and felt like burning the whole building down, but quickly said he wouldn't actually do that.
So they came into my work today at Shmenny Schmank, fired me. Then, after they gave me that little heavy dose of fun, they went to my mom's work,
because she works at Schmeny too, and they fired her. Then they went to my brother's work, because for some reason he works at Schmeny too, and they fired him. Then they're going to fire everybody that was involved in the video, except for you guys, because you guys just watched it, so you guys are off the hook, but who knows.
The video, which started with a serious note and anger, ended in a strange way. Shane made an explicit joke, asking his audience if any sugar mama or sugar daddy was willing to help him financially.
If there's any sugar mamas or sugar daddies out there, hit a brother up.
After losing this job at Jenny Craig, Shane started working as a security guard at the Aquarium of the Pacific for a short time. But he didn't stay there for long either. At this point, it became clear that traditional jobs weren't what he wanted. Instead, he started putting all his focus into YouTube, where he saw a chance to gain attention quickly. And that need for attention began to shape the kind of content he created. As the Kiwi Farms thread says, Shane had done unimaginable things through the years. Shane made a bunch of videos involving characters that openly promoted ethnic stereotypes. For example, he posted a lot of skits, vlogs, commentary videos, and even a full film, all of which were full of racism. In some videos, he even used blackface. What made it worse was that he didn't treat it like a mistake. He used it as entertainment to get more views and reactions. Shane Dawson also used racial slurs very casually in his older videos, as if they were normal words. What made things worse was that he often joked about SA and PDF activities without feeling an ounce of shame. But wait, there's more. Shane did all of that knowing that he had a very young audience that followed him. He knew that his young fans would happily adopt everything he said, but he couldn't care less. But how do we know that his fans were so young? Well, the biggest proof is that Shane would often mention in his videos that he used to read a magazine called Pop Star Magazine every night. Now that Pop Star Magazine discussed stars like Miley Cyrus and Jonas Brothers, which indirectly meant that the magazine was read by young people. One of the sickest videos produced by Shane's YouTube channel was the display of a girl flexing while pregnant. In the video, she would exclaim that she calls her mama Santa Claus because she calls her a and honestly, there's still a lot more to uncover. One major issue is his repeated use of blackface. This practice was started back in the 19th century, where people used this makeup to show African people as lazy, ignorant, or superstitious. For this very reason, blackface is considered super offensive and racist, but Shane didn't seem to understand any of that. He made a lot of skits, painting his face black, thinking it would be funny and relevant. Shane said the N-word so religiously that it might have made a bad impression on his young audience, thinking it was completely normal. In one case, he even made inappropriate jokes about the tragic of Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin. Well, maybe you wouldn't have been walking around the streets if you had a job. Oh! It's a game! Oh!
Shane didn't just make racist, PDF-sensitive, or explicit content, but also made controversial videos about transgender people. One of those videos was about Kermit the Frog. In this skit video, the frog sang Katy Perry's parody song, "You Are So Gay," and joked about Miss Piggy being a transgender. His other parody song also stood out in a very bad way. This one was on Taylor Swift's song Blank Space, which was posted on December 5th, 2014. This parody wasn't just offensive, but deeply disturbing on so many levels. The worst part about all this is how Shane still has this video uploaded on his channel. The video started with Lisa, showing Shane a copy of Taylor Swift's album 1989. Shane initially didn't like the songs and acted as if he wasn't interested. However, all of a sudden he became obsessed with Taylor Swift. The video showed Shane listening to Taylor Swift throughout the day, doing day-to-day activities like working out, doing random things, and even in highly uncomfortable moments like while Despite the disturbing nature of the song, there were some fans who still supported Shane and defended the song. But at the same time, the song wasn't approved by the majority of the fans. They were shocked by how insensitive and disturbing the whole song was. This was dark. Why is this still on YouTube? This is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. One of the other comments said, "I just saw the interview where Shane explained that Taylor didn't like this and had it taken down. I'd never seen it, but I immediately looked it up to see what the big deal was. It is a little disturbing, but if she had looked into what Shane does, she would know that this was just for entertainment, not a threat or anything." Yes, that comment turned out to be true. Taylor Swift and her management didn't let go of that song and Shane. There were concerns around Taylor's safety, especially after Shane's disturbing song. Her team sent out a cease and desist letter to Shane, giving him one of the options: either cut out the violent scenes or completely remove the video. In response, Shane got angry about the whole situation, rather than cooperating and accepting his mistakes. He uploaded a YouTube video titled "Banned from YouTube," in which he ranted about Taylor's management actions towards his parody song.
Weeks ago, my Taylor Swift spoof for Blank Space was taken down. And the reason it was taken down was because Sony, Taylor Swift's record label, didn't like it. Didn't like it.
Shane failed to understand that it was, in fact, a valid response from Taylor's team, and he thought that he was unfairly censored on YouTube. That's not all. Shane went off limits and announced that he would fight Taylor Swift's management with full blast. He also asked his fans to do the same because he wasn't going to back out anytime soon.
And I have you guys behind me. Because we're not going to let this happen. We're not going to sit here and let people tell us what to do. Oh, Shane, you can't make that video. Or else we'll sue you. This is America. Merry Christmas, Sony.
Shane did everything in his power to make things right for himself. He told his fans to use hashtags on Twitter and leave supportive comments for Shane's parody song.
Help me is, I don't know, leave a comment down there saying we support you. Or go on Twitter and use hashtag Shane Dawson Sony or something. I don't know. Something. Tweet Taylor Swift and say, hey Taylor, what happened?
Even after trying for so long and so hard, Shane's video eventually got removed. When people tried playing the video, they saw a message on it. The video has been blocked due to copyright claims from Sony/ATV Publishing. Soon after this, around February 2nd, 2015, Shane lost his cool and announced that he would sue Taylor Swift. This was the second big reaction from Shane after his first response video. Surprisingly, just after 9 days, the video was back on the platform. However, this time, the video came with an age restriction, and Shane instantly went on cloud 9, thinking it was a big achievement and that he had won. According to him, Taylor's lawyers had run off because they didn't want to deal with Shane anymore, but it might just be Shane's delusion. Following this, Shane developed a personal grudge against Taylor Swift as if she were his enemy. He even claimed that if he had a chance to punch any celebrity, he would choose Taylor Swift without thinking twice. Shane's grudge turned into practical resentment when he started producing conspiracy theories against Taylor Swift. One of them was his claim that Taylor Swift was actually a clone of Zena LaVey, a 62-year-old American visual artist, whose father, Anton LaVey, was the founder of modern Satanism.
We have to talk about Taylor Swift. Now, over the years, I've talked about so many myths and theories about her. One of the theories is that she is actually a clone of a woman named Xena. Xena was the high priestess of the Church of Satan.
Xena herself is closely related to the Church of Satan, founded by her father. In the documentary, Shane compared Xena and Taylor's faces, insisting that they have similar facial features.
Satan. And if you look at them side by side, they're literally the same person.
And that wasn't an isolated example of him leaning into uncomfortable content. In another video referred to as phone sex, he played a character named Jim speaking to a hot chat operator on call. The video was all about both characters getting involved with dark, offensive, and explicit jokes.
5'8", long blonde hair, toned little beach body, 36, 24, 36, and I'm Brazilian, and I'm not talking about my place of origin.
Soon after his content came under scrutiny, Shane tried to fix his image, and for him, the best way was to remove all the content to prove his innocence. Between the years 2020 and 2021, Shane deleted around 1,000 videos from his YouTube channels Shane Dawson TV and Shane Dawson TV 2. This meant that he lost 1.4 billion views that he had earned from those videos, but most of those videos were archived by some YouTube channels, so Shane couldn't actually get rid of those bad memories. The real twist came when YouTube actually limited Shane from making any money from the adverts on his channel, having 34 million subscribers. This came after Shane's infamous Taking Accountability video, in which he had apologized for everything. After that video, the internet was divided. Some people criticized him even more, while others defended him. One of the defenders was Keemstar, who, according to Kiwi Farms, used his daughter to prove that PDF rumors against Shane were false. He made a YouTube video on it, which was deleted from the platform. However, Kiwi Farms has already archived the video.
Now, I've been a fan of Shane Dawson for years, and I know that he has a very dark sense of humor. And it turns out that's exactly what this was. These were unfunny, edgy jokes that he was making on his podcast that were cut and taken out of context.
In the video, Keemstar talked about how Shane was being dragged through the mud for nothing. He especially mentioned a YouTube channel, Pop Blast, which posted a video titled, Shane Dawson is a PDF? Here's the proof.
Had 1,000 views. Coming from a YouTube channel known as Pop Blast with almost 700,000 subscribers, they released a video titled, Shane Dawson is a Here's the proof. Now, I saw this video.
Other YouTubers include Philip DeFranco, who also made an 18-minute long video titled, We Need to Talk About the Insane Shane Dawson Accusations.
Even if it's just an accusation, a baseless accusation, there are now easily searchable headlines that pop up across the internet that have Shane Dawson and in the title. It's incredibly damaging. People that are paying attention to the facts and they're looking into it further.
Another YouTuber by Rice Gum came up with a 7-minute long video named Shane Dawson Exposed.
He was the hot topic yesterday, and apparently he's like a or something, I don't even know. I haven't seen anything about this, so, you know, I can't say anything, but Shane Dawson is really, really underrated.
Around May 10th, 2015, Shane unexpectedly changed his YouTube channel Shane Dawson TV 2 into a human emoji. On this channel, he uploaded more of his disturbing content involving young girls and sometimes cringe videos too. At the same time, he started making videos with another YouTuber named Onishin, originally known as James Jackson. He has 1.97 million subscribers on YouTube and pretty much makes similar content as Shane. Shane, together with Onishin, made a new YouTube series named Shane's Viewer Orgy Videos, which were almost suggestive, talking about intimacy in a bad way and often disturbing. Orgy's theme song especially made the viewers feel disgusted. The lyrics, the characters, and the background of the song were highly uncomfortable and insensitive. The entire song was all about asking the viewers to get and be prepared for the hookup. In those orgy videos, Shane would suggestively ask half questions on Facebook, Twitter, Daily Booth, and MySpace. His fans would then respond to him either in the same suggestive way or normally.
Anyways, you guys are going to be answering the questions, I'm going to be picking my favorites, and I'm going to share them every week in the Viewer Orgy Time video on my...
But Shane would always pick out the racist and the most disturbing response out of all. One of the questions that Shane asked was which celebrity his fans would unalive and how, and the response that Shane chose was completely deranged.
I asked you guys, what celebrity would you want to and how would you do it? There was a lot of cute ones like...
This isn't even the worst part of this series. Shane actually asked his young fans to show their best up face. Yes, you heard that right. And his young fangirls ended up posting their faces with the expression
Tequila tequila, and that sentence would still make perfect sense. On Daily Booth, I asked you guys to show me your best face.
But this is where it all gets a bit more twisted. Shane's relation with Onishin didn't stay around making videos together only. Shane and Onishin went out of their way to bring something more exciting for Shane's viewers. For some time, a video started circulating on social media in which Shane appeared to have been kissed by Onishin. It was a truth and dare challenge in which Onishin was given a dare to kiss Shane, and he happily did. However, at the same time, more disturbing clips from Shane's past also started coming back online. In one of the clips, Shane coached an underage girl on how to give a... From there, things only got crazier. In another leaked video, which seemed to be a part of an interview, Shane admitted to having SA-ing kids in his neighborhood. In fact, he easily talked about getting SA'd by some people in his childhood.
But I also would kids on my street, so there's like a list that my therapist took me through of like things that you would do if you had been.
It's hard to forget that one time Shane did something truly uncomfortable. Someone tweeted a disturbing image of a young kid munching on a shaped cookie. YouTube darling Shane Dawson feeds shaped cookies to young boy. The picture was likely taken from Shane's YouTube video because he had been involved with the same questionable stuff for a long time. Shane once appeared on Jenna Marbles' podcast and actually discussed how the young kids were approaching him. He laughed and discussed that his young fans were trying to sleep with him. While discussing this, he told his fans that getting intimate with him would be gross because he's hairy and they didn't want to do it.
And then hairy Shane Dawson with his hairy man body, 26, crawls up on the bed and is like, all right, let me get my out. Like, that's the scariest thing. With me is gross as
And this is where it all gets very twisted. Kiwi Farms has discussed the disturbing details about what Shane did with girls as young as 12 years old. It wasn't only his young fangirls, but his cousins as well, who became the victims of Shane's disturbing mind. The worst of it all was that he made disturbing and inappropriate puppet skits. In the skits, he used a puppet character called Millie. This character was shown as a young girl, but the jokes and conversations in those videos were very inappropriate.
Can I ask you a question, Shane?
What?
Shane, will you... Shane, wait, follow-up question? What? What does mean?
The second disturbing video was about Millie talking about Shane's big wee-wee using the specific D word for it. Going along with it, Millie made explicit remarks about Selena Gomez's body and asked Shane if he had come to the thought of it.
Hi, everyone, I'm Millie!
So, Millie, you a fan of the D?
Are you talking about your big... What does mean?
What? No! I was talking about D like DZ. Man, where did you learn how to talk like that?
From watching Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez?
Yeah, and iCarly. She's so cool and attractive. I love the way her hair flows down her back and brushes over her tie.
But that's not all. Shane also chatted online with underage girls using highly inappropriate language. He told them that they were all his Valentines. But hold on, we are only getting started with Shane's conservative double life. His insane behavior wasn't limited to only unrelated people around him. He was equally weird around his own family as well, especially his mother, Teresa.
Which is Omegle.com. Have you heard of this?
No.
So Omegle is, it's kind of like, do you know what chat roulette is?
Yeah, no.
Okay, good. Well, this site is hopefully a little more protected.
Shane and his mother had a quite weird mother-son relationship, which Shane himself never realized, but his audience could tell. He made a whole bunch of videos with his mother and made his viewers feel uncomfortable.
Anastasia's reaction to Christians erect. Holy cow.
First of all, did you just say peanuts?
I did?
His videos were mostly titled, My Mom Reacts, and in those videos, he would talk about his mother's explicit pictures and even watching adult videos together. This was all for gaining more views, and his mother was alright with filming such content with her son. There was no pressure, she willingly joined in, even when the content crossed lines that many viewers found disturbing. One example is the video called Omegle with my mom. In the video, he got on a call with a stranger and told his mother that the man on the call was having an orgasm. As he spoke to the man, he asked him to twerk for Shane's mother.
Why? Does he see us?
I think he's having. I think he just finished.
I'm literally crying. Oh my god, I have to get my phone.
He then met other strangers as well and kept asking them to twerk for Shane and his mother. Some of them were his younger fangirls, who followed up with his request and actually twerked for him.
I love you too. Can you for us? I know it's insane.
If this seemed awful enough for you, wait till you hear about Shane's other YouTube channel, Shane's iPhone. Although he had made this channel for his short vlogs, it quickly became the worst thing to exist. His introductory video was nothing short of ridiculous. He asked his viewers not to subscribe to his channel because the channel was stupid. However, it was only his way of promoting himself so people could be more attracted to it.
Channel. Welcome. It's my iPhone channel, and it's gonna be stupid, and it's gonna be videos. Subscribe if you want. Don't if you don't want.
And as anyone could expect, Shane turned his content into pure racism. In one of the videos, Shane was supposedly with a friend, Jared. He wanted him to do a ghetto girl makeover and asked his viewers to suggest the names of black women for Jared. The majority of Shane's videos were short, between 2 and 4 minutes, and were recorded in portrait mode. But the wild part was how he used clickbait titles to get more views, even if it made him look like a clown. One of those videos was titled, Eating the question mark. However, the video itself wasn't a practical example of Shane chewing. It was instead a would you rather type video. In the video, Shane would ask,
Either chew on a used as gum for an hour, or suck a for 10 minutes.
Although Shane wanted to make everything look engaging, he ended up humiliating himself in the grossest way possible. Then in another video called Acid Trip at VidCon, Shane once again didn't come across well. He talked about meeting and greeting his fans at the event. His lips were chapped because he had been hugging and kissing them all day long.
Like Shane Dawson VidCon or VidCon something, you'll see all the videos of it, and it was just awesome. I met probably like 1,000 of you guys, gave you guys hugs and kisses. You could see my lips are super chapped. See that? It's because I was giving kisses all day.
But hold on, Shane even made a disturbing joke in the same video. He straight up told his fans that if they see him in Los Angeles, they can walk to him, hug him, and even him. It's fair to say that Shane never seemed to take the subject seriously and openly joked about it, not to mention that the majority of his audience were children.
If you guys see me in LA walking around, just run up and hug me and at me and because you deserve it and I deserve it.
Most of Shane's videos had no purpose whatsoever. He would often post pointless videos doing absolutely nothing, or sometimes attempting gross challenges. For example, doing Bean Boozled, talking to his dog, or other baseless content. Then there was another round of videos, a series basically called Hang with Shane. In this series, he would upload a vlog every other day throughout the year. These vlogs would range from 10 to 18 minutes, longer than his other short-form videos. To make the series exciting, Shane came up with a theme song for it, but it wasn't just that song that Shane used in his videos. His fans also shared their own versions of the song, and Shane ended up using different fan-made songs in the intros of his every vlog.
Are you bored as? Well, you're in luck because you're hanging with Shane.
While some of the songs were perfectly normal, others were equally weird and even offensive. And of course, Shane didn't care, because that was what he was all about. Similar to his short videos, Shane used similar misleading and clickbait titles for his vlogs. For example, he shared a video titled, Shaving My Head, but he never shaved his head in the entire vlog. Instead, he talked about doing it sooner or later. But this wasn't all. Shane went a step ahead and added a pinch of racism in the same vlog. He claimed that he had a racist face and even had a mole that looked like the swastika symbol at the back of his head. For context, the swastika is the Nazi symbol, which of course is offensive to many people, and Shane used it as a way to milk more views. At the end, Shane turned down his own idea of shaving his head, and if that wasn't already enough, Shane announced that he and his friends had put together a new racist slur. It was a safe alternative to the N-word. Shane claimed that if he used that slur instead of the N-word, he wouldn't be criticized for it.
I made up a word a couple weeks ago because we were trying to figure out a new term that we could use all the time, like except for not get in trouble for it, because
that new slur was gark. Shane even tried to show how he used the word in different situations. One of them was kicking out someone from the liquor store because they were a gark. Even when he tried to make it seem cool, it backfired on him because he was still being racist. Using an alternative word for a racist slur didn't make him look any better.
Let me put it in a sentence.
No, you get out of my liquor store. We don't allow in here.
He even tried to justify using the slur by claiming that he used the word on white people as well. But that excuse didn't justify any of his wrongdoings. He was looking for alternative ways to say offensive things. If we look at his other content, he has another video called Getting a Tattoo, but in the video he didn't get any tattoo. He instead went to Universal City Walk with his girlfriend Lisa while talking about random things. This was yet another misleading and clickbait style video.
At the City Walk, of course. I love this place. I watch a show called Ant Farm on Disney Channel. Don't judge me.
In the same vlog, Shane met with a child actor from a Disney Channel show named Ant Farm. Despite being 23, Shane admitted that he used to watch this Disney show. As soon as he saw the child actor, he walked up to him in an excited manner. To make things more uncomfortable, Shane joked about the situation being creepy because he was tall and older than the young kid.
I'm not kidding right now, and I know I'm 23 and this is really creepy, and I'm a lot taller than you, but like I actually really like Ant Farm. It's really funny. Like, it's funny. Like, yeah, like I laugh.
During the whole interaction, Shane kept mentioning that the situation was very uncomfortable and weird, even after saying that Shane kept talking to the kid instead of saying goodbye. Shane's girlfriend, Lisa, went a step ahead to make things more disturbing. During the video, she mentioned that it was a romantic Saturday night as Shane talked to the kid. Shane also got a photograph of himself with the actor, which he shared on social media with a caption, Saturday night.
It's a romantic Saturday
night!
The video got even weirder when Shane and Lisa buy fake grills and then went on to act like racists. They talked to each other with those grills on their teeth, pretending to be crackheads.
Y'all gotta go sleep like 10.
And it didn't get any better. In fact, the end of the video became crazier. Shane ended the video by having an intense makeout session with Justin Bieber's poster. The scene unfolded in a way that Justin's poster is in Shane's bed, and he asked the poster why Justin was in his bed. Then he proceeded to kiss and lick Justin.
Why you in my bed, baby? I knew you would be waiting for me.
At the time, Justin had turned 18, which is the legal age. However, it still seemed pretty creepy and uncomfortable. In another video, Shane once again crossed boundaries when he joked about the R word. He told his audience in a vlog that he was going to visit a friend who doesn't like to be filmed. So he ended up calling the video vlog because he wanted to film him forcefully without his consent.
And it failed. My attempted vlog didn't succeed.
And the controversies didn't stop there. Shane was involved in another big issue related to a mental health service called BetterHelp. Around 2018, Shane and other YouTubers like Philip DeFranco, Boogie29880, and Bobby Burns talked openly about their mental health struggles. Along with that, they promoted BetterHelp as a solution, encouraging their audience to use the service. BetterHelp is an online therapy service offering different payment plans, in which you can get face-to-face counseling therapy on video calls. But according to a Kiwi Farms thread, BetterHelp was actually using unlicensed professionals to treat and diagnose clients. So Shane, along with others, actually took advantage of their young fan base by falsely promoting BetterHelp, which didn't really offer what it had claimed to provide. They were getting big sponsorship deals from the company in exchange for its promotion. Even when people came forward with how Shane and his companions were doing the wrong thing, Shane turned everything down and claimed that the situation was being monitored. He continued to promote the company, all while knowing that it wasn't doing any good, instead doing harm to others. And it turned out that humans weren't the only victims. There were claims and old clips that showed Shane making disturbing jokes and comments about animals. Kiwi Farms thread claims he had once put his mouth on a dog's. In one of his famous YouTube videos named Dare the Dawson, he actually did something insane. In the video, he made suggestive jokes about his pet cat Muffins.
Alright you guys, I'm gonna go, Muffins is already asleep over there, so I'm gonna go join her. And we're gonna have a wild...
At the beginning of the video, Shane read out all the dares he had received from his viewers, and honestly, some of them were really inappropriate, but Shane kept reading them anyway.
I would be doing that all the time. I dare your cat Muffins to eat your... She's already tried it, she doesn't like it.
Later in 2020, an old podcast clip went viral on the internet. In that one clip, Shane made another uncomfortable joke involving his cat. He told the host that he had actually tried to be with his cat. He also claimed that it was his first experience at the age of 19. He tried to play it cool, as it was a completely normal occurrence, or if he was unaware of the disgusting nature of his acts. At one point, while he was discussing this incident in the podcast, the female host clearly felt uncomfortable, but Shane didn't care, and it wouldn't come as a shock if Shane justified his insanity. While he was asking viewers for dares, one comment asked him to be with his cat, and this became the sole reason that Shane went along with it and did the unimaginable. Sooner or later, Shane earned the hate from his viewers for sleeping with his cat. He was being criticized for his statements about his cat Muffins, but then he tweeted about that situation. He tried to defend himself on social media, saying he didn't actually do anything physical. But if we look at the rest of the Dare the Dawson video, it would start to make sense that his cat and dog weren't the only victims. Shane had been weird to his family members besides his mother. In that video, he was dared to lick his grandmother's toe. Yes, you heard that right. And he went ahead and licked it easily, later posting the video as proof. Then there was Shane's popular character, Shanae, which Shane used to make highly racist videos. One such video called 911 is the perfect example of it. In this skit, the character acts like a 911 operator and gets an emergency 911 call. But Shanae ignores it.
I was going like 90, you know, playing the siren. It was like, woo, woo, boom, get out my way. Ah, hell yeah, woo. And then it was crazy. You know, it was kind of like a carnival, you know. It was crazy. Long story short, we ain't got no ambulance.
And as anyone could expect, Shane's racist skits made a huge difference, and that too in a bad way. Shane's biggest audience was young kids, who obviously got the bad influence from his videos. They started copying Shane's videos and used his bullying style on black kids in real life, so it became the norm for Shane's little fans to bully others because of their skin color. Many black girls even came out complaining that they were being called Shanae by their classmates. Whenever they acted out on their emotions, reacted to something, or argued with anyone, they would be instantly compared to Shane's character. After Shanae's video and character, Shane came up with another video idea called Shane and Friends. In this video series, Shane would bring all the characters together in their different segments of a video.
"911, what the is wrong with you?" "Oh, hey girl. No, I ain't busy. No, I quit that boat. Crack Donald's? Hell no. Minimum wage? Do I look like a minimum wage type girl to you?"
What surprised a lot of people was that some of these characters even had their own songs, and those songs were created by none other than Charlie Puth. It came out that Charlie Puth had actually written and produced plenty of songs for Shane's skit videos. At the time, Charlie Puth wasn't very well known in the music industry. At first, these videos looked fun and harmless. Some parts even started like simple reviews or light comedy, but very quickly, the tone would change, and the content would take a darker and more offensive turn. Shane didn't spare Asian women either. In the video, Shane said that Asian women shouldn't be making makeup videos.
I saw these videos of these Asian trying to do makeup and trying to show people how to do makeup. And you know what? I ain't racist. I ain't trying to be racist, but all I'm saying is to stick to what they know. And what they need to be doing is making videos about how to give good and give good nails.
To sum it all up, it won't be wrong to claim that Shane has been showing every other bad characteristic. These issues were present long before his peak on YouTube. And that leaves a big question. Was this just a phase of internet history, or is there more to come?